There is a quarterback battle brewing in Morgantown, West Virginia at Mountaineer Field. It's taking place in this fall practice. Let's take a quick look at the quarterbacks. It's going to be Nicco Marchiol, redshirt, junior by way of Arizona. You have Jaylen Henderson, redshirt, senior by way of Texas A&M, and Max Brown by way of Charlotte, redshirt, junior. So those are the contenders for the #1 job this coming fall and for the opener in September. The other quarterbacks that are in the quarterback room, if you don't know them, you should. Khalil Wilkins, redshirt, freshman from Baltimore, Washington, D.C. area. You have Max Anderson, freshman from Martinsburg. And then you have Scotty Fox, freshman, true freshman, by way of Ohio. So there you have it. That's the quarterback room. And we've seen in the past what former coaches have had trouble filling the quarterback position and also having a great quarterback room. So there's a lot of competition, and that's what you want to see in trying to name a #1 quarterback. A popularity contest is just not going to work. Clicks and likes don't work. Transfer portal don't work. 4-star, 5-star quarterback doesn't work. It's about production on the field. And even Coach Rodriguez has indicated he wants to see the quarterbacks in live action because he's been through it before. There's some quarterbacks that are gamers, and there's some quarterbacks that are just practice players. You have to separate on who is who. And that's the way it goes. And hopefully that'll be determined this fall, and that's what he's seeking to do. Remember the quarterback battles of old. You had Browning Nagel versus Major Harris. Who won that? Major Harris did. He could perform under pressure. He could do everything, and plus he beat big opponents. You had Jake the Snake Kelchner versus Darren Studstill. Neither one won that battle. Neyland found a way to use both of them because they competed at a high level, and they played at a high level, and they moved the team at a high level. That's why he platooned those in and out with both quarterbacks. It was a successful year, one of Neyland's best. Then you had Adam Becknerick, who was the opening day starter under Rich Rodriguez, and you had Pat White. Pat White eventually won that position. We all know what happened on that, and he had a very successful career. But that's what the quarterback battles look like in Morgantown. But it was about production, not a popularity contest, not a social media blitz, and not having boosters sticking their nose into the quarterback controversy or battle. It's about the better player wins the job. And also, if someone happens to be the #2 quarterback, there are injuries, and sometimes you step in and you take the job during the season, or you play both quarterbacks. But anyway, since people are focusing on #1, that's the test for the fall. And hopefully we'll get reports on the live action on who's doing what. But I don't really trust the media in West Virginia, the ones that keep asking Rodriguez the tired old questions, because I know they have their favorites. They had their favorites when it was Browning Nagel versus Harris, because they didn't think that a mobile quarterback should play. And then you had people like Jake Kelchner, and then you had Darren Studstill. That battle, they had their favorites, and they certainly had their favorites with Adam Becknerick and Pat White. It's just the way people are. So I take their opinions with a grain of salt. Everybody's got one. So this is going to be a big time battle. Let's see who comes out on top. It's just the way it is these days. But I'm not taking the social media and all of that crap. I don't believe in some of the comments that have no analytics beside it. All they're doing is talking about popularity. Yeah, we know that Nicco played under Neil Brown. We know that he was efficient and effective under Neil Brown, but this Rich Rodriguez system is a brand new system. It's different. You have to think on your feet at the line of scrimmage. You've got to do things. You've got to improvise. You've got to be mobile. You've got to hit what you throw at. And you've got to move the team under intense situations. And that's what he's trying to create in practice. It's going to be decided through live action on who he's more comfortable with starting in September. And that's the way it should be. So hopefully we shall see how it works out. And if Rich Rodriguez doesn't know who the starting quarterback is going to be, why would I listen to West Virginia media or any other media for that reason? So we just have to sit back and wait and see what happens in fall camp and how everything shakes out. And there you have it. This is C. Ivan Franklin at Befrank4real on YouTube. One minority voice, one view. See ya and go, Mountaineers.